Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your man Louie T here with the week 3 kickback session, LTN Exclusives. You know what it is. You know the vibes. Last week was rough. I just got my head down now. At this point, head down, go to work. You know what it is. I never want to experience a week like last week again. So here's to just making sure I do the bare minimum to put myself in a position to strike when the opportunity presents itself, right? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Not the start I was looking for, but nonetheless, here we are. So week 3 brought a new week, and I needed to get that bad taste out of my mouth, and I'm glad I did. I still didn't perform up to my standards. But like I told you before, I'm going to be making picks in probably a more reckless manner than in the past, and it's either going to be feast or famine for me. You know, in week 2 it was famine, and it was as bad as it's ever been for me. Week 3 it was okay. I wasn't pleased with what I did. It easily could have been a great week for me. A number of games, like they always do every week, came down to the wire, and 2 or 3 of them didn't go in my favor. I know the Rams game for a lot of you sucked if you picked the Rams, because that was supposed to be a big one for us. That went out on the ledge and picked the Rams on the road, and they blew it, right? Everybody lost Green Bay. That's I don't mind those games. Everybody lost that game. Everybody took that one on the chin. There were a lot of close games though, and it always like to say it balances itself out, because at the end of the day, there are 2 or 3 games you won that you easily could have lost. Case in point, I picked Pittsburgh. They had no business beating New England, right? None. New England turned it over 5 times, and the Steelers still barely won the game. 2 of the turnovers New England had were in the end zone, okay? So that one easily could have gone in the other direction. So could the Cardinals and the 49ers. Barely got by the skin of my teeth on that one, okay? So you win those games. Chargers, Broncos could have easily been a Broncos victory. You win those games, you shut up and you're excited about it. You can't complain about the ones that you lose, like the Green Bay game, which everybody lost, so I'm not tripping about that. The Rams game, right? And there's probably 1 or 2 more in there where you go, damn, could have won that one. Well, I'll get them next time. So let's get to the business of going through what occurred in week 3, so we can turn our attention to week 4. And we start with the weekly pick 'em pool. Shout out to this week's winner, J4N Swag 99, with 5 losses, excuse me. So this is why I keep encouraging you guys who play, and I know some of you just have no interest in this, but 5, I would have won this if I didn't pick the Tennessee Titans. I had 6 losses this week. If I didn't pick Tennessee, which I got to stop doing, by the way. I don't think that's my second time picking the Titans this year, but it might be my second time. I got to stop messing around with Tennessee. I like their defense. They fight. But they're going to turn the ball over. We saw that with their young quarterback, Cam Ward. And the defense, it's not great. It's okay. It's not great. And when they play good offenses, they're going to get cooked. So I got to leave the Titans alone. But I thought I think it was less about them, more about the fact that I was just like, when is this Indianapolis Colts bubble going to burst? And I was like, here's the perfect week for them to realize that y'all not really like that. And Daniel Jones is your quarterback. Maybe they're one of those surprise teams this year. Maybe the bubble doesn't burst. Maybe they go 12-5 this year and win that division. That's not very good right now as it stands. So anyway, if I pick the Colts like I should have, I win the pool with 5 losses, because I would have won on points on Monday night. Like, you got to throw your hat. You got to throw your name in the hat, right? Like, most of you had 3 or 4 losses this week. You would have won this thing right here. Get you a quick $120. Like, again, I don't mind. It's more of a chance for me to win. with doing some bullshit. So I don't mind if you don't play, but it's just one of those situations where you're already putting in picks on a weekly basis. Why not throw your name in the hat here? And if you have a good week, you're probably going to win this thing. Anyway, J4 in swag, 99, 5 losses, 1 on points. Also, Navy Ramjet had 5 losses, but and I think one more person might have had 5 losses. But when it was all said and done, J4 in swag, 99 had 49 points. The two teams, as we know, combined for a bunch of points. I think it was 68 total in the game. So Navy Ramjet's 45 fell short, and 49 from J4 in swag, 99 got it done. So shout out to him. I've already sent you your winnings for the week. Congratulations. And you know the rules to the game, then play. All I ever ask is that if you win your money, you win the money, you give me a chance to win my money back the following week. That is it. That is my only request. Congratulations. And I hope to see you in this week's name of people participating in the weekly pick'em pool this week. If not, you know what I'm gonna do, right? So let's not force me to do that. All right, on to the next. And it's the granddaddy of them all, the 13th annual Soul Survivor pool. And as I like to say, now the pool has officially begun. All right, the first 2 weeks, everybody was relatively clean. There were no eliminations and everybody was having fun. No, that's not how this is supposed to go. All right. We need some people going by the wayside. We need some people like, oh no, an upset happened and I lost. Now the pool is officially started. Now shit's about to go crazy. All right. No one's safe anymore. So that team that you expect to win in week 4, somebody's getting got. Somebody's getting got. Because the Green Bay Packers, or should I say the Cleveland Browns, they ripped the packaging off and they popped the top and opened the seal on this thing. Finally, somebody decided, hey, man, I ain't going for the bullshit. I'm not letting this joint ride. I'm not letting these chalk picks get it done every single week. Here we are now. Green Bay lost to the Browns 13-10. And thus, we saw a number of people, about a third of the pool get knocked out. I mean, maybe a fourth. It wasn't as egregious as I thought it was initially, but still, when you come off of a week in week 1 where only one person was eliminated, and then in week 2, only 2 people were eliminated, it's good to see about a fourth of the people in the pool get knocked out with one selection. So, now we're here. And let's give a quick ballot to the fallen soldier from week 3. Sunday's dad, Chalupa, Mr. Bear Down, Rich. The defending champion Malo is no more. We will have a new champion this year. Malo is gone. Mike Jink, J4 in swag, 99, the winner of the weekly pick'em pool for week 3. He got eliminated by Atlanta. Okay. All the names that I'm calling out right now are Green Bay eliminators. So J4 in swag, 99, thought that shit was sweet picking Falcons on the road in the division. He had to find out the hard way. So we continue on. Sonny Swaggy P. Redskins forever. Cody. DK the Don. Smitty. Rockin' Roll. Cesar M. And Ty all got by the Green Bay Packers in week 3 in the survivor pool. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people got eliminated based off of their Packers pick. So it's officially begun. All right. We here now. Now the real survivor pool can commence. And then we had a 15th participant eliminated by picking Atlanta last week. So here we go. We off and we running now. Let's get it. All right. I've dodged death a couple of times. And I'm feeling good because I have in past years. I would have died in these games, but I didn't. So I'm feeling like this is the year, right? We're gonna find out. Week 4 is tough for me because I know where everybody's going, and I can't go there because I used it last week. So I'm gonna have to make a pick that I don't want to make. There are 2 options for me, and I got to pick between the 2, and I'm still deciding right now. But I think I know what I'm going to ultimately do. I don't like unknown variables, so I think I know what I'm going to do. But shout out to everyone who advanced to week 4 in the survivor pool, and sorry for your loss to all of you who did not. As we move right along. All right, so now we get to the big boy. Winners and losers for week number 3. All right. So I'll try to get through this as fast as possible. As you can see, a lot less color this week. I love this. We're finally getting to where we need to be. Like look, we're not handing out participation trophies here, right? Everybody doesn't get a bag of chips and a juice box and a nice shiny little medal, bronze medal for participating. Either you like that or you not. It was too much color for me the last few weeks. So shout out to my guy, Kevin the PRF, for taking the lead at 37-11 because it was his one-up of all the 36-12 people that allowed the color to not be so extreme. Had he decided to be like everybody else and be 36-12, we would have had like a third of this thing colored up. I don't want that. If you don't need color, you shouldn't have color. So next week, it'll probably be a bunch of color up here. Week 5 is usually when we start to see the real separation and the color start to die down. So I was glad to see it happen in week 3. But in any event, let's run through this real quick. A lot of people hovering around the top 3. So just so you are aware of what the top 3 scores are and records. First place goes to Kevin the PRF at 37-11. He had a really strong week. I think he had a 12-4 week, if I'm not mistaken. So 37-11, all by his lonesome in first place. Shout out to Kevin the PRF for being in first place. 36-12 gets you second place, right? You're tied with a slew of others. And 35-13 gets you tied for third place. Anything less than that, you ain't colored up unless you did something really good this week, like you were the PT peer, which means you're in red with green trim, or you were the worst of the week. And that means you in piss cup yellow. Quite a few of y'all did that this week. So again, I'm going to try to have as much sympathy for y'all as I can. Now knowing what that experience is like, I'm a changed man. So I'm going to be a little bit more tolerant of y'all, but I'm still going to talk my shit. But it won't be as bad. I learned my lesson from last week. So anyway, real quick. Sunday, 33-15 after an 12-4 week, which is really good. Sunday's dad was one of the PT peers of the week, going 13-3. So that's a big week. That got him right back in the mix at 33-15. Annapolis OG, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 35-13. Good for tied. Good for third place, tied for third. Shadow Striker 789, 2, 4, 6, 8 losses. You were almost in there swimming with the piss cup ease, but you missed it by 1 loss. 8-8 for you gets you to 28-20. Mr. HTTR, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6 gets you to 35-13, tied for third. Rella, piss is so not befitting of a queen, right? Yikes. I'm starting to feel like last year was luck. I'm starting to feel like last year was luck and the pixie dust done ran out. Piss cup for the queen? Really? Ouch. 7-9 for Rella this week. gets her a share of the piss cup with two other individuals somewhere you don't want to be. 28-20 overall. Safe to say that Rella, and I can't say she's not gonna come back, get on her horse, and win again. Doesn't feel like it though. Doesn't feel like it. But I can't talk shit about her because we have the exact same record. And I have just as good a chance as anybody to win this thing, I believe, because there's still a lot of football to be played. But I went 10-6 this week, 28-20 overall. Mr. Bear Down, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9-7 this week, 32-16. Same can be said for Extraordinary for Life, who I think also went 9-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me, 8-8. Ugh, yuck, nasty. But he still is in a comfortable spot at 32-16. Smacky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Smacky. So 9-7, 28-20 overall. Tyrant 78, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 34-14 for Tyrant 78. RJ Mac Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 35-13 for a share of third place. Nico Smooth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5, 34-14. Nico Smooth hanging around. Bear Lady 616, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 28-20 overall. Rich 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6. Week for Rich 32-16. 100 grand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 9-7 for 100 grand. 24-24 overall. At least he's back to 500. CJ, our guy Ed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 34-14 overall. J Cam Man 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 31-17 overall. Ricky D Hustle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7 for him as well. 34-14 overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 31-17 for Matt Lynch. This week kicked some ass. It's a lot of red up here after the first 2 weeks of y'all being able to coast and go 12-4 and 13-3 and shit. The league about to start tightening some of y'all asses up. Mike Jink, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 34-14. Tiff Shiesty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 33-15. So those two are kind of neck and neck right now. Boss Man. So Boss Man knew immediately that he had a shitty week. He had a really good week last week. I think he was like 13-3 last week. He thought he had won the weekly pick'em pool, and somebody had 14-2, so he didn't win. And he knew he was close to winning last week, so he hit me up like, "Yo, did I? How close did I come to winning?" And I'm like, "You were close, bro." But somebody went 14-2. I said somebody had 2 losses. He's like, "Man," and then we started going through the games and whatnot. He called me this week, and we started talking about his week. And this was on Sunday night, so the week wasn't done yet. But he knew shit had gone off the rails for him, and it was pretty rough. We didn't know how rough it was ultimately going to get. Him losing the Ravens game, I don't know if that was going to help him or not. But he tasting pissed this week. I put this on me. You can charge this to my account. Those close to me aren't safe right now. And the piss cup just reached out and touched him a little bit. So he a little pissy this week. I'm going to fry him up tonight because I'm going to call him up to get his picks for the week, get his survivor pool pick, etc. And I'm going to let him know he was a part of the piss cup crew this week. He's not going to be happy. But he knows. He knows he was in the vicinity. So, yikes. 30-18 overall, 7-9 on the week. Greg Giants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 30-18 overall for Greg Giants. Billy Bronco, or Bronco Billy, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 32-16 overall. Mike Lowry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 32-16. Also at 32-16, 4J and Swag, 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we know, he had 5 losses from his win with the weekly pick 'em pool. So 32 and 16 for him. Mr. Ron B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 and 7, 29 and 19 for Mr. Ron B. I know I'm doing bad when Mr. Ron B is ahead of me. I'm down bad. So I'm going to change that this week. Go ahead and leapfrog him and never look back. That's low-hanging fruit. I used to fry him up once upon a time for stinking it up every week. And I used to call him Mr. Average B or something like that because he was like 8 and 8 every week. I can't be swimming in these type of waters, man. It's not safe. Soul, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 and 4, 34 and 14. Soul hanging around. Tim Santiago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 and 7, 34 and 14. Sam Pando, my guy S Pando, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 and 7, 34 and 14. Overall, Brixinho, or Breezinho. I'm gonna get this right one of these days. It's Breezinho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 and 7, 29 and 19 overall. Bootleg Bree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 and 5, 35 and 13. Good for third place. Bam Bam Bree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 and 6, 33 and 15. Now, I done told you, Breezinho, like, you can't let family members come in here and show you up. You invited them here, so you got to show them how we get down. You can't be out here letting them smack you around, bro. I need you to get it together. All right. Swaggy P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11 and 5, 33 and 15 overall. Nate P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. It's a nasty week. I ain't used to seeing you do that kind of stuff, Nate P. 31 and 17 overall. Cody, 1, 2, 3, 4. 12 and 4 for Cody. 34 and 14. That's a good week. Angie M. Hey, Angie M done came a long way. Angie M, Mino, I remember when they first started last year, it was rough. As you do this more and more, you get more and more comfortable. Angie is settled in nicely. She's a PTPer this week at 13 and 3. 34 and 14 overall, man. Don't look now, but Angie M's knocking on the door. All right, I see you, Angie. All right, DK to Don. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 and 7, 28 and 20 overall. Jordan Jones. Like, hey, Jordan, we go back a ways, bro. This is not you. Like, I don't know what's going on. Look, I tell the youth of America, don't be like me, be better than me. Okay? I'm gonna tell you like I tell the youth of America, don't be like me, be better than me. Okay? I don't want my bad decisions to cost you. All right. So don't watch me watch TV. Okay? Don't be like me, be better than me. This is not you. This is not you, Jordan. 7 and 9 for Jordan, man. 30 and 18 in a share of the Piss Cup. Ouch. I'll be giving out Piss Cups here in a second. You guys hold tight. Dallas Morgan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11 and 5, 32 and 16 overall. Chris Santiago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 and 6, 35 and 13. A piece of third place. My guy Derek B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11 and 5. Also a piece of third place at 35 and 13. I had to break up this little conglomerate, right? Last week, Mino and Derek B and Chris Santiago and Big B, Navy Ramjet, all of them colored up. Like, this shit was nasty. I was like, what's in the water over here? Let me get a sip. What y'all got going on over here? I had to break. And systematically, I'm gonna break this wall down. It's gonna be like 1 or 2 of them with color. That includes Derek B. Oh, I got some shit for Derek B because he was talking shit. He enjoyed last week way too much, and his demise is coming. And it's gonna be slow and it's gonna be painful, and I'm gonna enjoy every second of it. Mino, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mino was like, yeah, this. I had to sick the football guys on them because it was just too much color over here. They was having too much fun. So I almost put a different type of color over here with a piss cup. Really, I need to get some piss up in here and have that jank just disseminate all amongst this whole little group. Big B, Derek B, Chris, all of them need to get a little piece of the action. Slow their asses down, but one at a time. So it was Mino this week at 8-8, 32-16 overall. Big B continuing to kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5, 36-12. A share of second place for Big B. Navy Ramjet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5, 35-13. Good for third place for my guy Navy Ramjet. Niners fam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5, 34-14 overall. Knocking on the door. HTTR Carson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6 for HTTR Carson, 31-17 overall. Sully, who was a PTPer last week, far from it this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How you go from PTPer to almost smelling like straight piss? I don't know. I'm gonna stop asking. 8-8, 31-17 overall for Sully. Dandrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 35-13. Good for a piece of third place. Commander Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 20-28 overall. Triple A Dell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5, 36-12. Good for second place. Triple A Shell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew, just missed being pissy. 28-20 overall after an 8-8 week. Coop Dog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoo, 8-8, not great. 29-19 for Coop. Just Vaughn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 32-16 overall. Walk 260. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 31-17 overall. Jules, a PTPer for the week. Shout out to Jules for 13-3 in it this week. 33-15 got Jules back in the game. So shout out to Jules for being a primetime prognosticator in week number 3 in the National Football League. AJ Meehan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 34-14 overall. Bronco Kid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-5, 33-15 overall. Ty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 30-18 overall. Twin Lakes Dad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8-8, 30-18 overall. Energy Mac and Cheese, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, continues the hot start. 11-5, 36-12 overall. Good for a share of second place. Rock and Roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll cool you off. You started off hot. That'll cool you off. 9-7, 34-14 overall. Ron Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 31-17. Skins Win, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6, 32-16 overall. E3 Cubed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Close call. 31-17 overall. Gats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-6. Really hot start for Gats. Has been in first place each of the first 2 weeks, but lost the throne in week 3, but still right there at 36-12 overall with a share of second place. But the new king in the castle right now is Kevin the PRF. We talked about it, 12-4 to start, 37-11 overall, all by his lonesome in first place. Mamba Fats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-7, 30-18 overall. And Rick the Ruler, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost got a piece of that piss cup, 25-23 overall. So shout out to Jules, Angie M, and Sunday's dad for being PTPers, primetime prognosticators in week number 3. And Shane, Torella, Bossman, Jordan Jones, who are all Piss Cup recipients. Let me go ahead and pull y'all up. Each of y'all get these cups out to everybody, and we'll give you a little bit of time to do your thing. Hey, look, I used to be really pushy about getting the piss down after doing it last week. I'm going to give you adequate enough time to go ahead and get all of that down. So good luck, and may the force be with you. We'll check in on you guys in a little while. But that's your week 3 winners and losers league. Shout out to our guy, Kevin, the PRF, for taking sole possession of first place. So we're going to get a word from our sponsor, come back on the other side, get to the comment section, and then we'll bounce. Sleeper. Sleeper is the best way to experience and connect over sports together. It's a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat on games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, blazing fast news and alerts right at your fingertips, play in fantasy leagues, and win real money on pick contests. So enjoy sports the way they were meant to, together. Download the #1 sports app today. Predict the hottest football stats like passing yards, receiving yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and much more to cash in on your daily fantasy football skills. Use promo code LTN and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. Sleeper. All right, so shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this stream. Y'all know what it is. You know the vibes. All right, so let's get to the comment section, see what you guys are talking about. Ben Schmoder, been a member for 4 months. Really appreciate you, Ben. Says, respect the defenders. Sorry, I've been gone, Lou. No worries. No worries. Did miss you, though. Did miss you, but didn't miss the defenders. So shout out to Ben. And shout out to the defenders, man. And hashtag SOTG. You know the vibes. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Or thank you for being a member for 35 months. Who writes, Pack lost me the survivor pool. Should have picked the Bills. Again, you can't second guess yourself. A wise woman once told me, your first answer is usually the right answer. And I don't know if you guys know how often I see people make a selection, whether it's their weekly picks, and they start going back and forth. And, sometimes it's warranted, like an injury that you didn't know about happens. You hear the injury report and you're like, you know what? Or you hear some stupid stat and you're like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't pick this team. But generally speaking, especially with the survivor pool in particular, you make a pick, you stick with your pick. But there's, I have rules. I try not to break them. Sometimes you have to break the rules. But most of the time, it's like blackjack when it's the survivor, when it comes to the survivor pool. There are rules. You try not to break them as best you can. You follow the rules. And sometimes you follow the rules, you do everything right, and you still get got. You follow the rules, you did what you were supposed to do, and you got. It happens. It happens. A lot of people, as you saw, already got eliminated based off of picking Green Bay last week. How were you supposed to know that one of the best teams in the league, right, who was playing some of the best football of anybody in the league, was going to go on the road to Cleveland and only score 10 points? How could you have known? You couldn't have known. You couldn't have known. Mike Jank, been a member for 35 months. My guy writes, damn, Louie Lou, should have stayed with the Kansas City Chiefs in your voice. I'm going to hold it down in winners and losers, though. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. He had Kansas City initially, and for some reason, he came back and was like, nah, I ain't messing with the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers instead. And look, I get it. Kansas City was 0-2. But we all knew damn well they weren't going to New York and losing. But here's the thing. I never like to ask a winless team to do nothing for me. All right? You can't be mad if a winless team doesn't get it done for you. So I understand his apprehension to go with Kansas City. You're asking a winless 0-2 Chiefs team to win. Now, they were playing another winless team that we knew wasn't going to win the game. But it's tough to ask a winless team to do anything for you. That's tough. That's a tough ask. So, I get it. But no worries. I'll hold it down for you in the survivor pool. I'll hold it down for you. Mr. HTTR, been a member for 33 months. Who writes, Rella said she's locked in now. Hung up on me. Oh, she's mad. Hey. That one struck a nerve, bruh. She banged on you? I love it. Hey, tell her the pool started 3 weeks ago, right? The league started 3 weeks ago. Oh, she's locked in now, huh? Look, I can't talk too much shit. Can't talk too much trash because, one, she's a champion, the defending champion, so put some respect on her name, and I got to do that. And then, two, we got the same record right now, and I just came off of the Piss Cup the week before, so I don't have a lot of room to talk. All right, so I'm going to keep a lot of the comments that I want to say to myself, but I will say she's pretty mad. She's pissed off. You get it? She's pissed off. I crack myself up. She's pissed off. Say, tell her don't hang up on, don't bang on you, bro. You didn't do anything wrong because you got your shit together right now. Don't tell her, tell her be a good sport. Tell her be a good sport. Josh Gates, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Josh writes, I finally got the weekly pick 'em pool dub. More on the way. Yeah, I was upset at myself because that was supposed to be mine. That one was supposed to be mine. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I thought I had one in week 1. I thought I had one. I was close, and then I had a chance to win in week 3, and all I had to do was not pick Tennessee. That was on me. That's my fault. Well, I got what I deserve. But that tells me I'm close, damn close, and so I'm gonna be getting that dub there soon. And once I break the seal on that, then I'm gonna win about 3-4 of them joints this year. So I just got to get one. The later the first one comes, the less likely it is I win 3 or 4 of them. I got to get it out the way early so that there's more time for me to stack the dubs on top of each other. So you got your first one. If it's up to me, it'll be your only one. But congratulations to you for getting it done in week 3. And let's see if you can hold true to what you just said and more on the way. Let's see if you can make that come to fruition. You can't get another one before I get my first one. I know that much. Anyhow, hey, how y'all coming with that piss, man? Boss man, what's going on? Talk to me. I know. It's disgusting. I know. You ain't got to tell me. This is why I'm going to try my best to never, ever go down that road again, bro. I know. Yeah, keep going, though. Rella, what's up, Queen? What we doing over there, Queen? What are you doing hanging with these degenerates? Huh? This is not fit for a champion. What are you doing with them? You know what? You just take care of what you got to take care of over there. I won't talk you to death. You're not gonna bang on me. You're not gonna hang up on me. So I'll let you finish taking care of what you got going on over there. Hey, Jordan, I told you, man, this ain't like you, bro. I don't know what has gotten into you. You gotta get like your Buffalo Bills and you gotta tighten up, bro. You ain't supposed to be running with this crowd, right? Like I said, don't be like me, be better than me. It's crazy. I'm so disappointed in you right now. But you were probably equally disappointed in me last week. Either that or you were laughing at me. Either way, the joke's on you now. Anyhow, I digress. All right. We got about 5 more minutes, and then we're going to get out of here. Let's see. Get to a couple comments, if there's anything. Kevin the PRF says, Vince McMahon struts into the chat. Look, man, this why you can't let we should have never gave Kevin no money, man. You can't let Kevin have nothing. Nah, I'm kidding. That's how you talk your shit, Kev. Talk your shit, bro. Talk it. Hell yeah, talk your shit, man. You deserve it. Black Al B says, I'm learning to hit that like button as soon as I enter the room. Everyone should follow suit. It's a very healthy practice. I too am getting better at entering a room and hitting the like button as well. It's a very healthy practice. If you love the content or the creator of that content, hit the like button as soon as you walk in. You already know the vibes, right? And if you don't like what's being said and you end up not liking the content, you can always take it back. Like Nori, you can always take your dap back. You can always take it back, right? But just hit it first so that it's done and you don't have to worry about it. I agree, Black Al B. I agree. Kevin the PRF says, go ahead and take the Chargers in a Soul Survivor trap game versus a new quarterback. Scare money, don't make money. Hey, I'm not fooling around with that one. Look, I'm not telling anybody what to do. I don't talk strategy with nobody because I don't want to be responsible for someone's demise. But all I know is that could easily be 34-10. The Chargers beat the brakes off of them and Jackson Dart looks like a rookie. Or Jackson Dart could go out there and look like an all-pro quarterback in his first career start. The Chargers go in there, have a letdown game, and they get got by the Giants. The Giants are not, like, the Giants aren't a good team, but they're not terrible defensively. So anything could happen. Look, you do what you feel is the right thing to do, all right? You do what you feel like the right thing to do. Commissar Brown says, Lou, I can't remember if we had to fill out an agreement. No, you don't have to fill out an agreement. You just have to fill out your sheet and then pay your money. There's no agreement or anything like that for the weekly pick'em pool. So just fill out the sheet. It's a different sheet than the one that you have for the winners and losers. It's a totally different sheet. Fill out that sheet and pay your money. Sheree says, do you think the Texans can recover from their bad start? No, I don't. You start 0-3 in this league. And the part that really makes it tough on them is, one, they're losing in the division. And two, the division is running away from you. Like in past years, the division sucked. So you could start slow and still, rally back if need be. You got the Colts at 3-0, and you got the Jags who just beat you at 2-1. So you're in a tough spot. You're in a tough spot if you are the Houston Texans right now. And here's the problem. They're not scoring points. They're not scoring points. If they were scoring points, then you could maybe feel different about them, but they're not scoring points. And when you don't score points in this league, it's hard for you to win football games. Kevin the PRF says, never ask a winless team to do anything for you. So you picking the Titans again? It's one thing to ask them to win a game in out of 16, right? It's another thing to have a whole entire pool depending on them being successful. No, I'm not asking the Titans to win anything for me anytime soon. Can't guarantee you that that'll be the last time I pick the Titans this year, but I won't be picking them for quite some time. They're going to have to win a game first before I come knocking at their door, unless they're playing a team that I think they can handle, right? But that probably won't be anytime soon. Anyhow, I digress. How we coming over there? How all three of y'all coming? All right, Jordan, you damn near done. Just go ahead and knock that back. I'm not in any position to tell anybody to just knock it back. I struggled last week, okay? So, but you just got a corner left, bro. Boss man, you a G. I knew you was going to take care of business. Get out of here, guy. Rella, come on. What are we doing? You babysitting over there or what? Come on, Rella, now. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? I know you're not used to this, but you got to come on. We don't have all day. Come on. You can do it. Come on. You need us to cheer you on or something. Come on. Come on, Rella. Drink, 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 drink. Drink champs. You see what we did there? You see what I did there? No, you did. Ah, come on. You guys are lame. You see what I just did there? Anyway. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Go ahead and finish it up so we can get out of here. Anyway. This is going to be an interesting week. I think I know where most people are going with their survivor pool pick. And this could turn into another one of those weeks. Dare I say, some people get eliminated with an upset. One is less likely than the other, but you know this league. Anything can happen in the National Football League. So I'm looking forward to seeing what week 4 brings. It could be a lackluster, ho-humish week, and everybody takes care of business and we move on. But the seal has been removed from the survivor pool with the Green Bay Packers losing last week. And now we can get to the shits. So let's see what everybody does. All right, I've stalled long enough. Jordan, good job. You knocked back yours. Rella, all right, you ain't got that much left. Come on now. You the champ. Show us why you the champ. Come on. Come on, Rella. You can do it. Come on. There you go. That away, champ. That away. All right. So that's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, here on the week 3 kickback edition. Y'all know what it is, man. If your picks are shit, you're going to get pissed. You know how this goes. So till next week, same time. I can't tell you it'll be the same place. Could be Wednesday, could be Thursday, could be nighttime, could be daytime. So I shouldn't say same time, but same place, same channel. We're going to kick it back. You know how it is. You know how we get down. You know the vibes. Hey, good luck this week. You're going to need it. Peace.